you in a bit.
Okay, so I've been doing a long series of failure shows, and today I wanted to talk about conflict of interest because it seems especially important in the news today. I have hit this topic, believe it or not, back in 2006, so this is not exactly a repeat, but I did talk about conflict of interest way back then in episode 441 if you want to go look it up.
We call it a greatest hits album.
Yeah, right. So, conflict of interest is a basic ethics idea that if you have a situation where a person or organization is involved in multiple interests, one of which could possibly corrupt the motivation of the individual or the organization, and so these other interests can be getting in the way and these sorts of things. And I think most people instinctively understand this. This is kind of an adult thing that most people understand. And even the Bible seems to have something about it. In Matthew 6:24 and Luke 16:13, they have the same verse. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. And then it adds, you cannot serve both God and money. But we are going to talk about conflict of interest with God. And the trouble is that serving God and being a servant to God causes a conflict of interest with all sorts of other things. And I wanted to talk, and what I'll do is we'll talk about different parts of it as we're filling up holes here. Public office, civil society, and families. And serving God seems to be something that Christians and other believers want to do to make their God happy so they get the goodies from God or whatever. It is generally selfish interests at the end of the day. And today in public office, we've had Kim Davis, the Kentucky County Clerk, as a prime example of the conflict of interest. She has her religious beliefs, and she has put them ahead of her job as an elected official. And U.S. has a secular government, and with church-state separations as mandated by the First Amendment. And so using your office to serve God is illegal, and it inhibits your ability to be a good public servant. And I think that she's a prime example of that, although I have other examples as well.